Okay, gang, for our drop jump to rotational box jump. So what I guys want you to do is set up with your box. Okay, it doesn't have to be anything crazy to start out with. This is just 245 Olympic plates stacked up. You know, half a foot, foot and a half. Those are kind of good distances to kind of start with. Obviously, start lower. Okay, so the key here is we're going to land. We're going to rotate in the air or on the ground, in the air, and land on that box here, and basically 90 degrees the other direction. So the key with this is making sure you prepare yourself when you hit the ground to go. And I see this done a lot incorrectly, where people will come down, their arms are up here for some reason or somewhere else, and it takes them all this time to get their arms down here and then to launch themselves off the ground. So good stack of thorax on top of your pelvis, get nice and tight. Ideally, we're trying to keep, you know, hips, knees, and ankles relatively in line with one another. If your knees cave in a little bit, that's okay. Okay, that's actually not a bad thing. And so what I want you to do is step off, and you can alternate your feet as you go on through repetitions. Arms come up in the air. They're going to go down by your side as you step off and fall, or step off to the ground. As you land, I want you to use your arms to propel yourself, or to help propel yourself up onto this box as you're jumping rotationally. So you're here. Okay, so again, we're trying to minimize the contact time on the ground, and so you need to be prepared to get going as soon as you land. So I can't remember which one I stepped off with. Let's just say I stepped off my left. Let's start with my right this time. Arms are up. Okay, now when you land on the box, ideally, hopefully you didn't hear that, or didn't hear very loud of a land there for me. You're trying to land like a cat or like a ninja, just trying to be quiet when you land, just so I know you're controlling this. You don't have to make sure this box isn't too high. I'll make sure in your notes that you have a good height there. But I see a lot of this too often. It's too high, and people are jumping with their knees up by their chest. It's good for hip flexion, not really improving your vertical much, and your risk versus reward, especially for my clientele, a little bit older, not really great here. So good box height. I'll put that in your notes, and just make sure arms come up, prepare yourself, land, and then go. Try to land softly and then back down. So notice when I landed, I had kind of a good athletic stance. I didn't land deep into a squat. I didn't land stiff leg either. Guys, that is your drop jump to 90-degree rotational box jump.